Alright guys, John was asking me, you don't know who John is, but John's actually a subscriber on the channel, and he's asking me about the purple pill. What is it? Do I agree with it? Well, the purple pill is basically people that are red pill. Red pill is sort of awakened to the problems that exist out there, relationships and a lot of the stuff we're missold and mistold, and basically becoming aware of it and going against the system in many ways by simply protecting oneself and not believing everything you're told, in the broader sense. I'll do another video on that another time. But purple pill is sort of like a slightly discolored one because it recognizes the problems within relationships with engaging with women and still do it anyway. It's just that you're aware of it but would still get married, get into these relationship issues. Now my view on this may go against the grain with some people, but very simply, if you're aware of the situation and choose to do it, you're informed. And now, if somebody does something stupid, and I come across this in the Philippines, which is why I can bring this up, is when somebody says to me, I'm going to marry this girl, we're going to have this big party, we're going to do this, and I can see many things that the relationship has already failed before it started, and they then go and get married anyway after me saying, look, what she's doing, it's very obvious that she's going to take you to the cleaners. I can see it. This, in many cases, a lot of things get said in front of you in local dialect as well, so I can hear her talking to her friends about the idiot husband and whatever. Their point being is, when that guy walks out of there, gets married and comes back a month or 2 months later complaining he's been cleaned out financially, I don't have to listen. That guy was well aware of the stuff he was getting into. I told him. You can see it written all over people when it gets to those environments, those scenarios. A lot of the stuff in the Philippines is very on the surface. It's not like it's deeply orchestrated and hidden. It's mainly on the surface. People really do not need to put that amount of effort in. So in that case, that guy being purple pill and doing this stupidity to himself, I cannot turn around and say that guy didn't deserve what happened to them, because at the end of the day, they knew exactly what they were getting themselves into and ignored everything that was telling them not to do it. Now, on the other side of this being, if somebody's in the hope that they're not going to get into these situations, it becomes a little bit more difficult, because I can understand a lot of people are missold the representation of love, marriage and everything else as being this thing that we need to do in life, and the pursuit of happiness is driving us towards this, meeting this person that will be the person we spend the rest of our life with. Then it becomes a bit more complex, because that's brain food since day one. That has been missold since you were in school. That lie has been a myth ongoing from your childhood. And I say myth because, like most myths, a lot of it is historical in the past. It started off as something else and become a mysterious creature. You know, you're talking like somebody may have seen some dinosaur and it becomes the Loch Ness monster over the next few hundred years. The point being is, it's not where it started. Where it started, marriage was for life. Marriage was a lifelong commitment. Marriage was about being a couple and getting through the problems in life. It all changed. It changed to when divorce come along, because divorce not only meant that you separated, but the guy is often, well, nearly always responsible for the ex-wife's debt as well. So for example, if your ex-wife is running up all the credit cards and everything else before you separate, and she doesn't work, guess who they're going to come after? Is it going to be her with no income whatsoever beyond her support from you, or is it going to be you? It's going to be you. That's the reality. So for me, purple pill, you need to understand that if you walk yourself into this stuff, there is no one else to blame but yourself. At the same time, sit there and analyze everything you're doing, and analyze why you're doing it. What's driving this? Is it because you believe that this is going to go forever, or is there something else to it? Because if it's because you believe that this marriage is going to last forever because that's what you've been taught since childhood, you need to wake up. Those marriages are few and far between these days. You need somebody on the same level as you to make that level of commitment. So the first thing you need to analyze is your ex-partner. Is she on marriage number 3? There's a telltale sign just at that point. But the whole point is, you should be smart enough to make these decisions. You're half red pill and shade of purple. You should actually be full-blown red pill, but are choosing to make these decisions. But you need to keep yourself informed, recognize where something is wrong, and you have been told something that's wrong, and analyze what the risks are with that. Become more risk adverse. That's all I can say on that. Thanks for watching.